Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of How I See It. Now y'all, we're just going to jump on into it. I know that the XXXTentacion had just dropped an album, right? After he had said he going to be stingy with it, he going to do this, he going to do that, he going to stop music. We knew better. We knew better. I told him. Remember? I know y'all saw that video where I was like, that's not the right thing to do. You do not do what they want you to do, okay? You blow up, and when you blow up, you do it well. So, with that being said, first track on the song, there's 11, right? They're outro, intro, so relatively 9, but like I said. So the first one is like the explanation, which is the explanation of the album. He's basically telling you, he's getting right to the point of it. This is going straight into his head. You may like, you may not. If you do, keep listening. If you don't, keep it pushing. Just all in a nutshell. The first song on this album is going to be Joseline Flores, to be exact. Okay, now there's just audio for these. There's not any videos put out just yet. Look, y'all, he just dropped the album. Chill. So I'm going to give you a little bit of flavor on that.
But you bustin' things can't change. Switch on the same time on tape, but you just ain't begging.
Alright, now, with that being said, all in a nutshell, this girl wasn't really feeling herself, took herself out of the realm of earth, and he went into his feelings, because it is somebody that he knew, and of course after we lose somebody, it takes us to another part in our brain, and then sometimes we can cope, and sometimes it just really stagnates who we are, and we stay in like this cocoon forever and a day until we can actually find ourselves out of it. If we have not lost somebody, if you have not lost somebody, let's just speak directly to you, then you will know what this feels like when you do. Next song is basically Depression and Obsession. Now I'm gonna give you a taste of that. It's a little like I said, all these songs are a little different. Now these songs, I'm gonna stop it right here. These songs are they're all each different, okay? But you will pick up a little bit of characteristics from each one of them. Like if you get a certain taste of his influences. So with this one here, it's
Depression and obsession makes
okay. So with that one, it's basically the way he gets obsessed with this girl, and you know, it eats him from the inside out on how obsessed he is with something, but how bad she makes him feel, type thing. So I'm just gonna go with what I'm getting off of these songs. A lot of these songs, like I said, you can basically tell that there was some kind of characteristic that he would pick off, you know, different influences. So I really like that. I like that he wasn't shy about his flavor on this album. You have to give it to the boy. He really did the darn thing. This one is Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares.
Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life was a damn game.
Now, I'm going to turn it down just a little bit because I don't know how y'all heard that. But I do want to point out that this song is more about how he's feeling inside of his own head. Before he goes to sleep, how your mind kind of races on that inner voice. I'm going to say that, okay? The inner voice tries to tell you that you're just not good enough. We all pretty much have that, but a lot of us know how to fight that off. So, but I do want to say that whenever you're in the industry, you're not really home a lot. So a lot of people get in this depressed stage, and then they start to wonder, is this the right choice? You know what I mean? Is it going to be worth it? So a lot of these songs are really reflecting that. And I'm sure not only that, but what he's been faced with, you know what I mean? Different challenges, his opponents, his competition out there. Look, a lot of people want to be XXXTentacion, okay? So anyway, the next one is called Revenge. Let's just get into that and see what y'all think. Well, as you can tell, this song is basically about him putting to rest two different enmities. Now, whenever I say that, because he's not really specifically saying someone else, but he did say that he's digging two graves. And so I'm assuming one is for him and one is probably for the thoughts in his head, okay? Now, we can just move along to Save Me. Now, you get a different flavor on all of these songs. They're relatively under 3 minutes, if not 2. They're really small clips, and with that being said, you want to... I'm thinking that he wanted you to take full advantage of the sound versus the lyrics, because a lot of times on this album, the lyrics will loop, okay? And whenever they do, he kind of changes up his vocals, so that way you either get more into it or you fade out of it. So whoever he was working with, you know, big ups to them. The next one is called Save Me, and let's just jump into it. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I hear Pink Floyd, Hey You, okay, with that Save Me. Maybe that was an influence for this song, but he's definitely taking the words and kind of twisting them and making him his own. With that being said, y'all can hear it. I can hear it. Look, y'all, trademark. So, anywho, let's move along. A lot of it is really trying to find himself, trying to see who's really a friend or foe in his circles, who's benefiting him, who's leeching off him, who's benefiting from him, and who he can, you know, it's just the whole nine, y'all. It's just an evaluation of a time in your life where you really start to appreciate what you see, what you're given, what's taken away, and what's replaced. Like, I really feel that in this album. The next one is called Dead Inside, and this shows that it's an interlude, so that just means that it's going to be something that you hear over and over. Now that song kind of reflects, it had me like two-sided. I wasn't sure if maybe his girlfriend was left with somebody and she took it, you know, like he took advantage of her, and where was I? But, and then in another state, I was thinking maybe she cheated, and where was I? You know, when he was, you know what I mean, pleasuring you. Like, I'm not really sure. I was just like in two different places, but he does repeat that a couple of times. And it's a little bit of mumble rap. Don't get it twisted. That's what it sounds like. But there's a lot of artists that do that, and you know exactly what they're saying. What I'm saying is it's a good idea to pull up the lyrics when you're listening to this album. This way it gives you a better understanding and a much sense of appreciation towards these words. Now, this next drop is called Truck Love, if you know what I'm saying, right? Right. Look here. Truck Love. Okay, so anyway, let's jump into that. That's featuring Trippie Redd. Now, right off, I'm hearing Lil Uzi Vert. I don't really care if you, right? It's just me. They chop screwed it, and look, XXXTentacion made it his own, and it turned out pretty BA. The collab is just outstanding. I like it. Now, as you just heard, Trippie was like, "Please don't go switching sides." This song is basically about his love for somebody, and she's pretty much just playing the field. And after he's already feeling some type of way about her, she decides, you know, I never said I was gonna stay type thing. Okay, it never says you said, but it's basically that kind of game. And as you know, like, these millennials have kind of changed up the ball game when it comes to relationships. You have women acting like men, and you got men acting like women. Don't lie, trademark, y'all. Y'all know I mean it when I say it. I wouldn't have said it unless I meant it. Now, but I love that song. Love, 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 Truck Love. All right. The next one is called Carry On. I was going to say Carrying On, y'all. But anyway, let's jump into that one. Like, the whole record is fire. The whole album is fire. Now, remember how I mentioned that Shiloh was collabing with him on a lot of these songs? Here he is again.
Misspoken, I'm cut, you face a fucking hate that I love you still.
Now, this song is basically about trials and tribulations throughout life, and you still have to keep moving. As I always say, keep it pushing. In this song, for instance, he used Carry On. So, I can't put words on this album because I'm that impressed, y'all. I did not know what to expect once I did play. Whenever I played the intro of it, and he actually said, you know, like, beware, this is gonna happen. Like, this is like a trail through my brain. Once he said that, I was like, what do you have, right? Because there's a lot of people that want to get you started to think that they got nothing but fire, and then once you listen to it, it's like, really? That was a spark at a firework. That wasn't even, you know, like, that wasn't no sky fireworks. Anyway, moving on. The next song is called Orlando. And so let's see what this one is all about, y'all. And they were kind of winding down. We're on number 9 already.
My heart just won't end. So nobody wants death, cause nobody wants life to end.
Now, again, y'all, if I've said it once, I said it a million times, this song is really in the depth of his feelings. It's something that you really want to check out. You really have to take the time to enjoy, like, the whole album. These little clips, I know, is not doing y'all justice, but the thing about it, I had to bring it to your attention because there's a lot that's going on in general around the world that we just really brush off and don't take in. Like, I'm not sure what, you know, the importance of life is to endure and actually feel everything that you're going through. Like, that's just it, bottom line, y'all. A lot of people don't take bills serious because they don't know what it's like to pay a bill. A lot of people don't know what it's like, you know, without your family in your face because you're used to having them all there, that whenever they're not there for a good 24 to 48 hours, you don't know what you're going to do without, you know, mom wears this or dad wears this, or it doesn't even matter, right? So, but that's the reason why I focus so hard on what was going on and the lyrics in the song. To me, I can't wait for him to have videos for these songs because y'all know me. I want to see a storyline there. I'm really hoping that he gets into it and he actually engages in his visuals, because I want to see him in these videos actually showing us another part and expressing. Like, I want to see the boy on his knees crying for life. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what I feel when I'm listening to this album. Maybe it's just me. The next one I'm going to play is Ayala. And it's going to be the outro, y'all. But that, it just gives me a feel that, you know, he is of, he kind of descendant. I'm not really sure. Who knows? Or maybe he just likes the culture, y'all. Don't shut him down. Don't shut him down. Ayala. With that song, it is basically him going over everything that he's basically wish he didn't do, and he specifies someone's, but it's incomplete. Okay, whenever he says you were first, and then there's like a comma, and then it states love. So I'm not sure if he's saying you were first love, or you were first love. Oh, I don't, you know, so you have to be there, right? You have to speculate, put it into your own words. Or actually, I can't wait till he actually has an interview and like give us the description of the lyric. What is going on with those lyrics? Give us, you know, give us more, y'all. Give us more. So anyway, with that being said, I know that he doesn't do a lot of interviews, but I really can't wait for him to actually step out the box and explain himself on this. Where was his head at? We know where it was, like, you know, the whole depression type thing, and a lot of feelings that he was, you know, him feeling some type of way about life and the way it's kind of given to him. He wants it, but he don't want it. It's scary, but yet, you know, like, that's just, I don't know. It takes you to another dimension. I like that it's not so, it's not too dark. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a thoughtful trail. And to me, that gives me a different satisfaction on the music altogether, guys. Because I don't like for everything to be like this really dark ending. He is so emotional with his lyrics. I never knew that this guy had vocals like this, y'all. So this is very surprising to me. I'm used to him, you know, having sort of a rap sound. I never really gave it a lot of time because he just sounded like everybody else. Like I said, now I understand where all the beef with Drake came through, because I can actually see where he switches it up and he doesn't do just the rap thing. He actually does harmonize the same way, you know, that Drake makes a rap into a song later anyway. Like, he doesn't mind doing the interlude along with the song, and then, you know, yeah. It doesn't, you know, y'all get it, right? Y'all see me, right? But what I'm saying is, I give him a really big kudos on this album. Y'all go check it out. The name of the album is 17. Because it's a significance in his life nonetheless. Look, y'all, maybe 17 is when it all started to hit him. I said hit him. I don't know why my voice just went out right there. But yeah, maybe 17 is symbolic on when things started to actually mean the most to him. You know, there's a lot that happened to me whenever I was younger. So, you know, my significant number would probably... I just shoot it out there, 12, y'all. I know, a little scary, y'all. I got some explaining to do. But... when I was 12, all kinds of things happened. I don't know what I would do with that, like Savage 12. I can't be no Savage 12, y'all. You know, I just can't. And I'm not walking around with no, you know, 12 on my forehead. Can't do it. But I do want y'all to go check out this album, 17 from XXXTentacion. And that's the way you say it, y'all. Trademark. Boom. Thank you guys for watching How I See It. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please play this particular video in front of your mom and dad because you know they're going to like it. Now, I will see you guys in the next How I See It. Thank you guys for tuning in. Till next time. Bon voyage. I'm going to have to listen to the whole CD all over again while I'm cleaning the house. Because it's that good.